What's going on, guys? Jonathan's here today. We're back with another video, and today this one is a special one because this one was requested. I haven't done a requested video in a while. Apologies about the sirens. It is a bit weird because it's almost 2 in the morning doing this video. So, hope everything's okay with that. But, howdy and hello again. Like I said, my name is Jonathan, and today this video has been specially requested. How to get into esports. I could have gone about this 2 ways. I could have gone on the computer and played some games and told you about it, but I figured one-on-one, heart-to-heart, it would be more personal, right? I mean, I was sitting there playing Halo Reach on a very difficult mission that I finally got past a certain area, and I got the message, the notification, Jonah, can you do a video on how to get into esports, not just about esports? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, I can do that. Before I begin how to get into it, though, there is obviously some things you need to know is that esports is not for everybody. Video gaming, however, gaming and video games, they are for everybody. There's not a video game out there that one person cannot play. Like, if you're a kid and your parents say, no, you can't play Call of Duty or Halo, like I mentioned before, or Grand Theft Auto, because it's too, much of an adult, more style game, that's okay. Because you have great games, even as a kid. You have Nintendo games, Mario, Pokemon, oh my gosh. It was like some of my first games. But regardless, even like Street Fighter, fighting games. Some of them, obviously, can be for kids. Like the, like Street Fighter, Smash, Multiverse, Nick Brawl All-Stars. Mortal Kombat's one that gets a lot of controversy when it comes to whether it's for kids or not because of the amount of gore. But, I mean, it's what it is. I mean, you guys probably see worse in movies and TV nowadays. But anyway, so getting into esports. So, like I said, it's not for everybody. And that doesn't mean, minorities or different gender or different class or whatever. No, if you're a girl and you want to play esports, play esports. If you're black or Mexican, you want to play esports, play esports. It doesn't matter. Play esports. Play video games. If you have a disability like me, I have autism. And I play esports better than most people do. So never say never on some things. But the other thing is just the nerves. Like, some people just cannot get over anxiety, whether it be anxiety for performance, anxiety for being in a large room with lots of people, or anxiety for the pressure that you are put on when either playing for a team or not. For games like Smash, my game is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I don't have to have a teammate unless I play doubles, which is still not very stressful for me because as long as I do what I need to do, I'm fine. But if my teammate flubs and we mess up and lose, that's his fault, not mine. So I have no stress. The only stress I have to worry about is if my teammate's going to be okay. But for games like, say, I don't know, Overwatch, League of Legends, Rocket League even, you need your team. There will be a lot of pressure, a lot of stress to play your part, especially in League of Legends. I was on an esports team for a while, for my college, and oh my God. I don't even know what to say because League of Legends is ridiculously, overdone in my opinion when it comes to how serious they take it. I had the coach at the time of League of Legends pull his captain aside and say, do you really know how to play this game or are you just effing with me? And I was like, oh, really? That's what you're gonna, wow, okay. And then he said to one of the other players, he goes, are you just playing bad today or do you just genuinely suck at this game? And I'm like, dude, bro, I have bad days playing. Everybody has bad days playing. Or you played against a really good team. You cannot blame, that's crazy. So if not for the faint of heart to join esports, but if you do, there are 5 steps to joining esports. The 5 steps. 1, knowing your game. If you have no idea what game you want to play competitively, and you just play bits and pieces oh, I'm really good at competitive Halo Infinite, or Overwatch, or Valorant, or I'm really good at Fortnite, you have to be able to pick which one you really want to dedicate your time to. And I mean dedicate. I didn't even really get good at Smash Ultimate with my main until I practiced and got enough, results for about 3 years. 3 years! The game came out in 2018. I wasn't comfortable until 2021. That voice crack. 2021. I think that's 3 years, right? Yeah. I have to always check my math. I'm not the smartest when it comes to that. My girlfriend will say otherwise, though. Let's see what else. Right. So step 1, know your game. Step 2, networking. Try to get, try to see if you have any friends in the industry. If you have any people who also play. If you have a friend that's going to play with you. If on Twitter, if you, like for Smash, on Twitter and Facebook is the best spot. And then Discord servers. If you have, say, I'm going to use Smash as my example. On Facebook, my city is like the third or fourth, second or third, whatever, biggest city. It's in the United States, right? I live about maybe 2 hours away from Houston. But because of the area I'm in, it's still considered the Houston Smash Ultimate scene, even though it's like far enough away to where I'm nowhere near downtown. I'm on the Facebook page, and then I join the Discord. I get tournament information, who's going, what players, where it is. I go to the event. I pay my money, which is 10 to 12 bucks a tourney, and I play, and I win or I don't. I get top 8, something. And, networking helps with that because you know people in the scene. You know how to get around. Maybe if you need a ride or you guys want to do carpool or there's a bigger event. Like on the 30th of this month, I have a regional, which means the entire state of Texas comes and plays at this event. It's called Smashes for Babies. It's pretty cool. I don't know why they named it that, but they did. Rule number 3, be patient because you will not get it at first. Nobody does. Like I said, I took 3 years for me. It might be shorter for you, but it will not be it's not going to be like, 10 years for you to finally get signed on to a team or whatever. No, that's not realistic. If you're good enough, you'll be signed on by then. But, I got a smudge mark. But anyway, like I was saying, it's just, you have to be very patient with practice. You have to be patient when it comes to, events, going out, and getting signed. Number 4, be prepared to spend a lot of money, whether it be on your gaming setup, whether it be on your tournament entries, whether it be on maintenance and repair for your computer or controller or whatever. And your flight/travel expenses is where it's really going to gut you for major tournaments. For Smash, I went to Austin, Texas. We're technically Round Rock, but it was in Austin. And I went to Low Tide City 2023 this year, back in April, or May. Yeah, May 13th through 15th, because it was Mother's Day weekend. And, 12th through the 14th, I should say. And because of that, I spent upwards of $1,000 just to go. Now, mind you, it was me, my dad, and my friend, because my dad wanted to come with us, and my homie X/Wheels/Fosshole, and it's the weirdest spelling ever, so shout out to him. So it's honestly just patience, networking, time, money, and resources. That's really all you have to. And I know time and I know money is technically a resource, but when I say resources, I mean like resources is in being able to get there, being able to compete, having the right, getting enough sleep, getting enough food. That's another thing. A lot of people say, if I spend up all night practicing the game and I have a tournament tomorrow night, I'll be so ready. No, you won't. You'll be tired. Your brain will be doing nothing but saying, I wish I got more sleep. I wish I got more sleep. You'll be distracted. Boom, you lost. Sorry, bro. But once you get into esports, so here's the thing that a lot of people don't know, is that once you get into esports, it's not easy to stay. Because a lot of people will tell you, the most years you'll have in esports of decent performance is 2 to 3 years. That's bull crap. Don't listen to anything like that. That's nonsense. The way you want to get into esports, and depending on what game, that will determine the amount of years. Because if you keep up for years and years and years and years, and you're winning constantly for years, then look, you already surpassed what they said. It doesn't matter. But for sponsorships, if you get sponsored by a team, whether it be small or then you join some of the big leagues, Cloud9, TSM, Team Liquid, FaZe Clan, Optic, to just, name a few. I could keep going. Tempo Storm, Yeah, and sorry, I'm tired. I couldn't think of this. But you know, once you get sponsored, you'll get paid. You'll be basically a brand recognition. So a lot of things will change. You'll have to shape up. You won't be that rug and tug, say whatever you want in the mic player anymore. You'll have to actually like shape up and be like, all right, guys, let's do what we got to do. As for, you know, working with a team, I don't have as much experience with that as, say, a player who, like I said, plays League of Legends, Overwatch, whatever. But I can say as a player who was on a Smash team, even though we didn't play team-wise, it was more singles. We did have crew battles every once in a while, but it was mostly singles. We went out into the areas and played at locals and bigger tournaments. That having a team isn't easy all the time. You will not get along with everybody, and I hope you don't try to, because that's not going to work. Because if you have a guy that plays a character that somebody else doesn't like and you want them both to be friends or to be friends with both, you're going to hear that on both sides, and it's going to suck, and you're not going to like it. But money is a big one. I'm going to circle back to that one because that is a major point that a lot of people don't even realize is money. You may sit right down at your computer or your Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever you have, and you can sit there and practice the game you love all day long to the point where you're really freaking good at it, and you're going to go to your tournament. You better have the money to enter that tournament, understand that you may not win, so that money is not coming back. The money to travel, the money to possibly eat before or after. There are so many things that money is such a big factor in. And I mean, if you're just going to a straight local, like on Wednesday every night, I go to the same place that they're hosting the big one at the end of the month, and I pay about 10 to 15 bucks. I think it's usually 13 in some sense to go play. And I've won a couple times, you know, I've won once or twice, and I haven't, you know, won recently. I haven't been recently in the last month, but the money is just to go there, to come back and to play. It's like, you know, 13, 15 bucks, you know, if you don't count gas money. So it's not bad. Plus maybe a couple extra bucks at the vending machine because I'm human, but I'm only human. But no, besides that, money's a big factor. What else? Oh, you will face backlash. You will get hate. People will hate on you. They will call you out. They will slander you if they don't like what you're doing, because esports is a very much popularity contest sport. I'm going to be the one to say it. When I was at the Smash team at my college, I wasn't the popular one. I won all the time. I was cracked at the game. I still am, obviously. But, you know, I would go to tournaments and I would be seated higher than my fellow players on my team. And they would accuse me of having an ego when mostly it's just confidence. Or they would try and undercut me, or they would try to say, well, that guy's the best player just because, to spite you, basically. And it's like, I don't understand why. I mean, that's on you, I guess. That's your opinion. But, you know, you're going to get a lot of backlash, a lot of hate. If you win too much, they hate you. If you lose too much, they make fun of you for losing. You cannot have your cake and eat it too in this scene, unfortunately. But let's see, what else? Anything else? Quick tip, never date anybody that's on the same esports team as you or sports team in general or any kind of team. That's just random. If you ever want, you know, that has nothing to do with too much, but I figured I'd just throw that out there just to save you all some pain and suffering. Let's see. Networking is another big one I'll circle back to. Once you get into the scene, try to make as many friends as possible with bigger like tournament organizers. Follow the Twitter accounts of some of the local teams and crews, and see if you can kind of like connect with them and get into a crew maybe, and they can help you develop even faster. I didn't get to do that because I was starting out when the game first came out for Smash. I didn't go get to be in a crew or stuff like that. I just built myself up, and I ended up being really, really good. But anyway, I mean, those are the basics of getting into esports, you know. Make sure you have money, time to practice, the patience for practice, and, you know, not rage quitting and throwing your equipment. So the money, the patience, the time, the, the persistence, because there are going to be times you're going to want to quit, you're not going to want to quit. And then the, just the knowledge of your game, you know, pick whatever game you want. I guarantee you, so somebody watching this video who wants to get into esports, they're probably really good at a game, they had no idea how. Well, there you go. You know, play your game, go to tournaments, look up on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever you use, Reddit even if you have to, and see if there's like a local game scene in your area. See if you know people around you who play games and what they know, you know. And that's basically your basics. If you want an advanced video of this, like a part 2, please let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Shout out to the first person to watch the video. Comments, likes, and all that are super appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video. Comment down below what game you're interested in joining esports if you are. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good day. Good night. Good.